Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is verb phrase 105. The verb phrase today is either like to dub in or to dub into something. Okay, let's take a look at the note here. If someone who is making a movie dubs in a sound effect or voice, the sound or voice is recorded separately and is later added into the film. So this is usually just like in particular scenes. This isn't the whole movie. Now let's look at the second part. Usually when we say to dub into something, in this case we usually mean to dub into another language. So let's continue. If a film or show is dubbed into another language, the original recording of voices is replaced with another recording in a different language to try to make it appear like the characters are speaking a different language or speaking the local language wherever they're showing it. So that's what we say. So it's usually dubbed into another language. All right, let's look at several examples here to cover both of these. Example number one, that special effects expert had to dub in the sound effects of a thunderstorm. Yeah, so they probably don't really, it's probably not really a thunderstorm happening at the time they're filming, but if they wanted that sound effect, they have a lot of ways to make it sound like a real thunderstorm. Yeah, it's amazing. They've often showed films of how they hit things together to sound like a lot of natural things. But in that case, they just dub it into the movie, and it's usually done later on. All right, number two, in that horror movie, they had to dub in another woman's scream during the killing scene. Yeah, we often talk about this. This is a typical one. Like maybe, the girl might be a very pretty girl, but maybe she doesn't really have a good voice or a good screaming voice. But they can get another girl that can scream really, really loud, like, ah, like really, really high. So they might dub in the other girl's scream. Somebody could claim, hey, that's my scream, basically. All right, so let's look at number three. Many animated movies are often dubbed into the local language, so small children could understand. Yeah, especially if it's in a foreign country where English is not the first language. A lot of the small children really haven't learned English yet, but they enjoy a lot of these animated movies like Disney ones or Pixar or whatever company, doesn't really matter. But it's good for the small children. So they often dub it into they'll at least have a version that's dubbed into the local language as well. Okay, let's look at number four here. In the 1970s, they did a poor job dubbing some of Bruce Lee's Hong Kong-made films into English. Yeah, I always remember this. I always remember some comedians making fun of it. Sometimes the way they move their mouth and the English language, it didn't match. You could tell it wasn't the original one. It didn't look close at all. So now they're much better when they do this. But still, it was, so some comedians used to joke about it. Sometimes there was even like a pause or a delay. You would see somebody's mouth moving, and then several seconds later, you'd hear talking. So we would say they did a poor job dubbing it into English at that time. Anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.